Hi guys, I'm gonna give it a second here. Just check, make sure I'm live in the right spot. I have gone live in the wrong spot before, so let's not do that. Okay, so my name is Ashley Patrick. I am here to share today. It's Monday. On saying no. So last week we talked about delegating in the classroom and different ways to do that, asking for help and delegating. And today I'm going to talk about saying no, and this has to do with like your specific goals, whether that be something at school, like with work, or if it's goals in your health journey or just at home, working through relationships, like whatever it is. So a lot of people, I'm going to actually turn my notifications off here. So I want you to comment um, when you jump on here and any insights you have or anything as we go. So I will interact with the comments still. I'm just going to shut it off so if I get text messages, you guys don't hear that happening. But basically, when people think of their goals and trying to be successful with them, a lot of times, like society has taught us that to be successful, you need to work harder, you need to sacrifice more. And for years, until probably about 2 years ago, I thought sacrificing, like my goal was to have more time with my family. But to do that, I was sacrificing my time that I had with my family to work towards like helping get my husband home and taking care of myself and stuff like that. And it's like, well, no, the whole point of your goal, if your goal is to be healthier, you're not going to like save money and eat bad foods so that someday you can be healthier. Like it just doesn't make sense, right? Um, if your goal is to have more time with your kids, you're not going to spend less time with your kids. Like it's just totally backwards. So sacrifice is not giving up things that matter to you. It is, think of sacrificing as giving up things that don't serve you. So with that, I think of teachers, parents, whatever, our schedules are busy. Um, so giving up things that don't serve you. So maybe you are somebody who volunteers all the time for certain things or things around work or whatever. You volunteer to work overtime or to stay late or help with the concessions or do whatever. You know, you're always saying yes. When somebody needs something done, they come to you, you say yes, you push away your work, you push away things that you want to do and that your plans were, and you'll just work on them later in your own time and you're going to help somebody else. Okay. Well, if it's not serving you, if it's not pushing you closer to your goals, you don't want to sacrifice that. Okay. So I'll give a few examples. But like my goal was to work out and to work out every day and just live a healthier life. Um, but I always thought that meant like sacrificing time with my kids. Like my husband gets home and I'll do a workout while he's here hanging out with the kids, but then I'm not there. Like I'm not included in that family time. You know, so it wasn't that. It was more or less of doing it before the kids woke up or while the kids were napping or after the kids went to bed. You know, like finding time. I would give up, I would sacrifice my Facebook scrolling time. I would sacrifice sitting on the couch watching TV during nap time. I have sacrificed like watching Netflix reruns or whatever, you know, like sacrifice that because it's not serving me. Family time. I do hear a lot though where people are like, well, playing with my kids is not getting me closer to my goal. Okay, no, it's not. But that's where you need to identify like your priorities. So you need to sacrifice things that aren't serving you, but at the same time, you need to get clear on your highest priorities. So if your family and your family time and kids are your priority, you play with the kids. You don't have the regret or the feeling of guilt that you didn't get your workout in or you didn't do whatever, like whatever your goal is. You didn't do your goal, you didn't reach your goal for the day because you were spending time with your family. Okay, if your time with your family or friends is priorities, then don't feel guilt from that, okay? Um, I'm just doing my notes here. Oh, when you are looking at goals, when you are looking at things that you want to move your life forward, things that really get you excited, that make you feel alive, um, you're not just going to add those into your day. Because let me tell you right now, everybody and their dog are busy. Like, our lives are busy. No matter who you ask, it's always a common thing like, oh, I'm busy. I'm so busy. This is going on. Da, 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 da. Like, they can tell you all the things they're doing today. They cannot tell you their downtime. Okay. Um, so you're not going to just add it into your current time because we're all busy. So that's where you have to not find the time. I hate when people are like, oh, I'll find the time to work out or I'll find the time to eat healthy. You don't find it, you make it. And that's where you go back to the sacrifice. So you're not giving up something, you're just trading it. So think of it as you're not giving up TV. You're just trading TV time for family time, or you're trading TV time for you to do personal development, or you're trading TV time for self-care time or workout time. Like, you're not giving it up because that seems so negative, but you're trading it. You're trading it for something that is higher on your priority list, that means more to you, something that's going to push you forward in your life. You're not sacrificing, you are trading time. Okay. So one way to do that, to really get honed in on your highest priorities, is to ask yourself, like, every day, what is the result I want from today? So if your result is to have your kids feel like the most loved kids in their life, and you want to do 30 minutes of workout, whether it's 15 minutes, or 10, 10, 10, or a 30-minute chunk, okay? If that is don't worry, the baby you're hearing is with my husband. It's okay. So if that is your goal for that day, we're not looking big picture here for the next 30 days. I want to work out every day, or I want to eat healthy, or whatever. If that's your goal for today, that's your priority, you're going to make it work. It's going to help you. It's going to make it so much easier for you to stick to that and kind of plan for that in your day, because you have clarity for what your goal is. You're not going to have the feelings of guilt when you're playing with your kids, because your goal is to make them feel like the most loved kids in this entire world. So you know what most loved kids do? They play outside. They go in the sandbox. Like, they play with mom. They do whatever. Let me know if it's freezing. My phone is like freezing on my end. I hope not. So if that's your goal, or another one would be like to have 2 healthy meals for the day, or eat veggies 3 times a day. Wake up in the morning and think, what result do I want for today? And then that's going to be your main focus. So the name of this was saying no. So saying yes to everything. I've noticed when I say yes and I volunteer for everything, my schedule gets busier, busier, busier. I feel bad for saying no. That's why I do it. I'll say yes because I feel bad telling somebody no. That's people pleasing, okay? I've struggled with that forever. I want everybody to be happy. But what that ended up doing is you're making everybody else happy, and they're going to kind of take advantage of that after a while, because they know if they have something going on, they don't want to do it, they can hand it off to you and you'll say yes, right? But it also makes me feel like personally so run down. I've noticed that even on the days off, when I would say yes to everything, on my days where I had nothing planned, like we had no plans on the calendar, nothing going on, I still felt behind. I still felt stressed out. I still felt like busy and rushed and like I'm missing something. So if you have those, if those are a few things that you're feeling, even when you have nothing on your schedule, you feel like you're forgetting something, that might be a sign that you're saying yes to too many things. And you need to look at the things you're saying yes to, or when people are asking you, think if it's serving you. If you are saying yes to something and it's during family time and you're giving up going to your son's football game, or you're giving up going to practice like you usually do, is that serving you? Is it stressing you out? How is it making you feel internally? And then if you typically, when you're saying yes all the time, the first thing to go is self-care. And I know, what month are we? I mean, not right now, but in May, we're going to talk more about self-care, but I'll kind of touch on it all the time here. And I know Mallory has shared a lot with me about this, but there's so many ways to recharge yourself, to do self-care. It does not have to take forever. It does not have to cost a lot of money. But typically when you're saying yes to everybody else, you're putting yourself on the back burner. You're not going towards your goals. You just don't have time. Like, you are the last person you're taking care of. So self-care is the first thing to go. So busyness is not a badge of honor. Okay? So all the time when you listen to people when you talk to them. When you ask somebody how they're doing, it's always, oh, I'm doing so good, but we're so busy. Like, it almost comes off, like, society makes it come off as, like, that's a good thing. If you're not busy, like, you're lazy, you need to be busy, because that's what fulfilled people do, is they get their schedule so busy. No. And where I learned this was, I got this book. I will share a link in this video. You actually can get the book for free. You just pay for shipping, which I think was like $9 or something. But it's called, it's by Garland Vance. It's called Getting Unbusy: 5 Steps to Kill Busyness and Live with Purpose, Productivity, and Peace. So in there, he really talks about like how being busy is the popular thing, and people think it's always so good for us. The busier the schedule, like the more successful, the more productive you are, when really it's the reverse effect. So in this, and hopefully today, I want you to prioritize purpose and see how you feel. So if there's things that mean the most to you, your priorities, if you prioritize things, you wake up, you feel fulfilled. See how you feel. If you feel fulfilled, alive, full of energy, excitement, versus when you prioritize busy. When you prioritize busy, are you feeling empty, stressed, behind? Like, are you constantly feel like you're missing something? Are you more tired? Is it draining you physically and emotionally and mentally and everything? So learn to say no to what doesn't serve you. Let go of success equals sacrifice. It does not mean sacrifice. It means trading the not purposeful things for things that are serving you. And say yes to more self-cares, more family time, say yes to the things that mean more to you, and that push you towards your goals. And get comfortable disappointing people. And I don't mean that to come off like rude or mean. I don't mean like just go out there and be mean. But when people are asking you to do something, you say no, they're going to feel a little disappointed. But they're going to understand you're still going to be loved. They're going to understand that you're putting yourself and your priorities first. They're not going to feel bad about it. They're just going to feel a little disappointed for a little bit. But say yes to the things that serve you. Get unbusy. Get this book if you need help with that. But yeah, doing something with purpose is the badge of honor, not busyness. So I hope you got something out of this. Let me know your nuggets if you got anything out of here. I will be coming back live next Monday, and I am going to talk about how to control that to-do list, the overwhelming, never-ending to-do list. If you are a gotta check the box kind of girl or person, male, whatever, that's how I am. So I'm going to help you work through the to-do list without feeling overwhelmed. It's going to feel so good. It's changed my life. So we will see you next Monday. Let me know any takeaways you had. If you have any questions, I will post the link so you can order this. Get the book for free. Just pay for shipping. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Have a good Monday, guys.